gave me one of these things, and I'm not even sure what you're supposed to do with it. I think it's one of those mind bender tweezer things. I think the best thing to do is to get yourself it's like a metal cutter. Just snip it there, and I think you can make it work. Got a whole bunch of different ones in here. Now, what the heck? I don't know what this one's all about. This one's more of a gut twister than anything, than a mind twister. Folks, that's what we do down here, though, is try to give you the best fare and to twist your mind to a certain extent. The film we're going to show tonight is one that maybe might be a mind twister. Werewolf in a Girls' Dormitory. Whoa! Love that title. Titles like that, you can't go wrong with the Werewolf in a Girls' Dormitory. And, of course, if you put a werewolf in a girls' dormitory, what the heck do you got? Well, you got mayhem. And you got a bunch of girls out there who are trying to decide who is the werewolf. Yeah, you got a lot of suspects out there. In a way, this is a werewolf movie. Yep, and it's got some really cool stuff at the end. You'll want to stick around for the end of this thing. But it's kind of a detective film, as many werewolf movies are. Who is the werewolf? Now, it doesn't deal with that deep issue of werewolf films often does, this idea of the torn individual, I can't help what I do, I got to kill people I like and stuff like that, It doesn't have that. Kind of does at the end. They kind of slap that in. But more of this is a detective film where these girls and Carl Schell, who's in this film, who plays this sort of discredited doctor who becomes a professor at this school. He's the brother, actually, of Maximilian Schell in real life, Carl Schell. And they're trying to dope out who killed who and who's the werewolf. The film was directed by a guy named Pielo Hesh, who also did a film called The Day the Sky Exploded. This guy works with great film titles. Day the Sky Exploded. Wow. Everywhere the sky exploded, that's a lot of place. Yeesh. When that happens, watch out. Now, here we got a werewolf in a girls' dormitory. The guy who wrote this film is kind of of interest, Ernesto Gastaldi. Now, Gastaldi, you might remember him from writing The Terror of Dr. Hitchcock. Really, probably one of his best films. He also wrote, Torso. Yeah, remember Torso? That came out in the early 70s. He also wrote Sodom and Gomorrah. He wrote The 10th Victim. He wrote The Vampire and the Ballerina. He also wrote a Western, The Grand Duel. So he's all over the place. A lot of fun with this fella, okay, who wrote this Werewolf in a Girls' Dormitory. Now, when this film was released, it was called Lycanthropus. But our title, I think, is cooler. It's something you can dance to. Something I'd give it like a 9 on a scale of 10, Werewolf in a Girls' Dormitory. I think you're going to have fun with this. The makeup for the werewolf, it's pretty good. He's a very fast werewolf. That's one thing I'm really impressed with this, man. You don't want to have this guy chasing after you. Woo! He's zipping through the woods like some kind of roadrunner thing. Okay, could be a werewolf in a girls' dormitory. Could be the roadrunner in a girls' dormitory. I wonder how that would change things. Probably not as exciting. Werewolf is kind of dicey. So think you're going to have fun with this. Likewise, this film has got some interesting camera angles. Maybe not as interesting in the kind of the things you've been seeing. Okay, Smokey's sort of feeling his oats. Got the old Smokey scope going there. Okay, having a little fun with the devices. Give him technology, and he's Mr. Gizmo. Okay, hey, I'm Mr. Gizmo. I'll pick you up later. Okay, give him a camera, and he's ready to whirl. And I don't know what the heck you've been seeing. I'm talking here, just kind of rambling on here, and said, Smokey, kind of shoot it the way you want. Here is your palette. Here is the device that you can express yourself with. And what you're seeing is what you get. I'm kind of interested in seeing what I got myself into and how much I got on myself after giving him permission to do this. So why don't we roll them, Smokey, and see what kinds of dues to be paid after we're done here.